What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 and my new player progression playthrough for 2024. We are making our way through the Star of Dragonfall questline and also going after our mass destruction all at the same time. For this 5 stars, we are in Chaos 3 on Liferoot Forest. Now, the objectives here are no defenses repaired, no defenses destroyed, no defenses upgraded, and then earn all stars in the same attempt. Now, what this means is if you've got a defense that's low, you have to sell it. No selling is not part of the deal, so we can sell. So if a wall is about to be destroyed, for example, we would want to go ahead and sell that bad boy first to make sure that there's not going to be any issue there. So for this one, we got 800 DU. We're going with good old faithful. Chaos 3, of course, is Flame Aura friendly. So we got Flame Auras with Melee Boom, anti-melee defense rate, Deadly Strikes, destruction, and defense rate. We might throw some Lightning Strike Auras as well. Got Melee Boom on that with destruction, defense rate, and defense crit damage. Probably won't use a Sky Guard, probably won't use a Boost Aura, but I do have those here, if I need to. So let's see what we want to do. Let's go ahead and start off. So once again, it's no repairs, no destroyed, no upgrades. Now, you gotta kind of question, do you want to just let Quab die? Because let me tell you, combining this into one lane gives you a tremendous amount of DU to use. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to save Quab. This is a first. I'm usually all about getting those crab cakes going, and Quab has got those quality crab legs, that is for sure. So let's see. Let's start off with we'll go all the way down the lane here. We'll go Flame Aura right there, a wall right there. Additionally, we'll put say a wall right here. We'll go another one right here. And it's so sketchy. So sketchy. Why on earth I'm saving Quab, I have no idea. And then on this lane, we'll go with just a wall right here. Now that's going to leave me what? I got 680 DU left. So that's a pretty nice fat amount of auras. Now, the benefit we have here on these flyer lanes, you see the blue line. These things dip real low. So our auras are going to kill the majority of the flyers. So let's go ahead and just spam a few auras down the lane. We'll go with like something like that. For this lane, let's go all the way around to the spawn. Something like that. Right here, we can just kind of go down to the spawn as well. So let's just... Do we even want another one? I mean, I think that's fine. Now, then we're going to have a bunch of flyers here. Now, the flyers on this side, once again, they dip down low, but they dip down so low, they're right in the mix with the ground lane in this section. And they have to fly under that little overpass there. So with that in mind, we are just going to be able to wreck these flyers just with our ground auras. So that's just quite nice. Let's see, that's actually that would be 4 lightning strikes. I really like the thought of throwing some lightning strikes on that short lane. I definitely like the thought of that. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and we'll strike it up. And, I mean, we should have a real powerhouse here. Now, we got plenty of charges. You almost never have to worry about your R's dying. But we do have no defenses destroyed. But we can't upgrade or repair either. So we might want to sell some of those R's off just to be safe. These lanes we built further down the lane. It means that the map will take a little bit longer to run, but we've got no time restrictions on this one either. So it's pretty much GG's there. I see those geodes are pretty tanky. They're making it all the way up to the wall, and sadly we won't be able to get any upgrades in there. So we're not really going to get any help in that department. Let's see the flyers. Yeah, the flyers are just going to burn. They've got a long way to fly through all those flame auras. So those are just going to burn up. It looks like actually everything is burning up right now without making it to the wall. So I think this one might be all about the bosses. Now, You also have, which in my opinion is the strongest environmental trap in the game right here. So use it, y'all. Use it. These various in-game or in-map offerings that we have to kill enemies, it's free kills. There's literally no reason at all not to use it. So, and this particular one is instant death to anything that can be knocked back. So, and actually it looks like everything's dying before it even gets to it. Let's see, or nope, they died too. I just wasted it. We got one Warboar out of all that. That is just an amazingly powerful environmental trap that's part of the map naturally. Of course, there's no rule against using those goodies in Mastery Mode, so take full advantage of all that stuff for sure. For sure. And yeah, it's a pretty much an easy clap. No wall took any damage. Did this wall take anything? Nope, no damage at all to any wall. Now let's see, what do we have? We got an ogre, so that ogre has got a long walk. That's one of the reasons I chose this map, even with the no upgrades, repairs, or destroyed with all that in mind. The bosses have a long way to walk. So, I mean, you got plenty of time to get your damage in. You know, we should be able to soften that boss up. I mean, this ogre, we should be able to soften up quite nicely before it even makes it to the first aura. So that will definitely help things out on this one. We're going to have mass destruction here in no time, that's for sure. Playing through the game, getting yourself some shards, it's really the building block of the game. Once you get that done, going in and earning your first mass destruction shard is just a matter of doing it. It's not hard at all, and everyone can do it. Any player can do it very, very easily, even with no additional heroes. Now, of course, you know, there are heroes that are super, super strong additions. So if you have an EV, or if you have a mercenary, you're going to have a lot more power than what we're having here with the original 4, and is going to make life even more trivial for you. That ogre just got whooped. I mean, he didn't make it, even into the auras. Or he may have made it into the first one or first two. But it didn't make it far, that's for sure. This one, you know, by looking at the challenges, you'd think that this one might be a little daunting. But it's just not. It's a very, very easy one to run. First off, it's a pretty fair amount of DU, with 4 main entrances in 800 DU. That's 200 DU per lane that you have to use. And then you've got easier lanes and harder lanes. So, of course, you can underbuild the easier lanes and overbuild the harder lanes. And it's just going to trivialize the entire experience for you. Did not look at the bosses there. I got a bad habit of doing that because I just know I'm going to beat them. It's not the right thing to do. I should be looking. Should be looking. See if we can knock some fools off the ledge this time around. We're gonna have to get a nice pack to do it. Now the lightning strike auras, I think I might actually sell some of those and replace them. But I don't think it's really necessary. Alright, we got a Cyclone Shaper. Cyclone Shaper is coming from the bottom. Now this will be a little interesting test. I wonder if the Cyclone Shaper can be knocked over the edge. You wouldn't think. Let's see. No dice. No dice on the Cyclone Shaper. We got the work put in, though. Our Ogre is at the wall, but already taking a little bit of damage, and should be an easy burn for the rest of the way. And there we go. Ogre down. Now, we're going to want to replace that. It really is the natural instinct to upgrade or repair is the greatest challenge of Mastery Mode. Now, there's some things that just take practice runs, 30-second build phases with 10 different defenses or whatever. That a mastery challenge like that, you're just going to have to load into the map, build it out, and get a picture of what you want, and then practice speed building it to get through it. Or bring a friend, you know, and each of you build half. However, you can practice as much as you want, and that is just not going to help you fight your natural instinct to upgrade or repair. So that can be quite the challenge. Back when these mastery maps first came out and the races were going on, there was many maps lost due to an accidental upgrade or accidental repair. Let's see. Let's sell this guy off and place down a freshie. It's still full. We got these front auras, but they still got a ton of charges. What do we got here? We got an ogre. We got a skelly. So this will be pretty much, you know, I hate to say it, but this one will be pretty much a freebie. So let's just go ahead and bounce right through wave 4 here, as I think we're going to just really just beast mode through wave 4 without any issue. Take advantage of our little environmental trap if anything is going to make it out here. Nothing yet. That melee boom putting in work, doing its thing. Just keep watching them. I'd love to get a big pack here to send off the wall. There's just, you know, in addition to this just being an incredibly strong insta-kill, it's just very gratifying seeing the enemies fly. So you get that aspect of it as well. We're going to have to just start putting in some work on this ogre. Let's get the ogre chewed up a little bit. Ogre certainly is not going to be blown over the edge. So let's just get him. Right, ogre down. Now the skelly is not going to come until the end of the wave. This map right here is just a great break-in map, too, for a new tier. Because you don't have an overwhelming amount of DU to use. But if you just sacrifice Quab and accept the air lane that comes in and you turtle build it back here, you can put an incredible amount of defenses right here that are just going to chew everything apart. Makes this a really good break-in map, too, for doing a new tier or whatever. Because you combine that opportunity with the fact that there's just not a ton of enemies, and that's a very generous combination. That's just for sure. Come on, I gotta blow somebody off the ledge, dang it. Nothing's gonna make it. One Warboar. Or no, the Warboar didn't even make it. Oof. No gratifying cliff divers this time around. So sad. And there comes our Slakelion. Now, Slakelion's got a long way to walk, and he walks real slow. So, I think we're just going to be able to burn him before he even hits the first aura. Get these flyers pegged a couple of times, too. Then we'll just start putting in work on old Slakelion. Yeah, he's just dying. Just straight dying. Very nice. Now, wave number 5. The final wave. Let's see what we got. We got a captain in the middle. We got a Quibbly over here. And then we got an ogre in that short lane. Now, those lightning strike auras should just slap that ogre. Should not be an issue. And then, of course, we've got our Super Geode. We're going to have to get the Slakelion down before the Geode gives him a little protection. Good stuff. We'll just wait until we're inside the bubble here. And then we'll start slapping on these guys. There we go. Alright, so we are good to go until the bosses get here. Those auras still have a lot of charges, so not really a major concern. I think this ogre is going to get just chewed up by these lightning strikes. Ooh. The captain, there's no way, right? Oh, I had already set it off. Boo! See if I can't distract him. No, Captain is not having any distractions here, unfortunately, but... Ooh, man. Oh, he didn't do that much damage. That was not that bad at all. So if that wall looks like it's going to go down, remember I got to sell it. It wasn't... it never hit that point. It wasn't dangerous at all. Another big part of mastery is just paying attention. You know, we get into the midst of the grind, and we all get our grind time in, you know? But we get in the midst of the grind, and you start getting lackadaisical, or you're in chill mode a little bit. And in mastery, you just really got to pay attention. If you pay attention, you're going to get your stars, just without a doubt. We are closing in on ours now. We got 100 mobs left. But I don't think we have anything at all threatening. See you, Skelly. I gotta use that thing one more time. Such a great environmental defense. We got Quibbly rolling in. Quibbly is gonna have a bad time as well, I believe. We're just gonna be able to get him. Quibbs is in the aura now. And Quibs down. So one more mob left, and there we go. We have got our 5 stars, and we are 10% of the way closer to mass destruction. We're getting pretty close now, y'all. I mean, we're over the hump. Right? Yeah, we're over the hump. We're at 35 stars now. We've only got 3 more maps to go, and mass destruction will be in the bag. So, looking forward to that. But there we go, another notch off the mastery belt to get our quest completion and our mass destruction. And that will do it for this time around. So thanks an absolute ton for watching, and I will see you all soon. Take it easy.